Good day, my friends. We have a Town Hall 12 base with the link for today, and this one's a cool one, right? I'm going to be giving you a lot of different bases moving forward, and you should try them out, okay? Are all these bases the greatest bases on Earth? Well, they're good. They defend well, and the key here is, do they defend against the best players in the world? Well, no. I mean, could they? Sure. But the best players in the world are not you who are watching, more than likely. Most of the viewers are just going to be regular Clash players, and they just kind of want a solid base that's a little bit difficult, right? And this one, I think, does well, okay? I've seen some defenses on it. I got one replay here for you, and Ghost is coming in here. Now, this is your kind of standard attack. I mean, as I said before, the Electric Dragon is the most used attack in these regular lanes. It happens on it's a Mass Electric Dragon. We got Queen Walk here. Now, I will say this attacker, does he know what he's doing? No, he does not. And I'm not being harsh. It's just if he's going to do a Queen Walk, you need to let the Queen walk, take some defenses down, then kind of make a funnel, bring in the E-Drags. In this instance, it would have been better to just do Mass E-Drag the way he attacked here. But again, this is why these bases are powerful. See, they see that the Town Hall is here on the 3 o'clock side. So like, well, I got to get to it. What that means is they're going to put a lot of troops here at 3 o'clock, and then they won't have a lot for the rest of the base. So you're going to get low percentage attacks. And this is good. Again, in these regular wars, 2 stars win the wars. I mean, it comes down to percentage a lot of times. And I know you know that. So that's why I provide you these bases. And they'll show you these kind of regular attacks. If this was a pro attacker hitting, obviously he wouldn't hit this way. You see? I mean, if the queen... Look, notice this, guys. If the queen somehow died early on, he would have actually just 1-starred. You know, maybe he forgot a queen... If he hasn't used the queen ability, but maybe something happened. Queen dies out, gets locked on, dies by the... maybe a single's nearby, takes it out. And these sort of attackers, this happens. He would have actually 1-starred. So that's why I like showing you these bases, because they are just, they're very well made for the regular attacker. And that's what you're kind of looking for. Will this get 3-starred? Of course. You have to do, you track your base. If you're curious, should I run a new base or not? Track it. The last 5 attacks, how many times have you been 3-starred? If it's 5 for 5, you're probably going to want to get another base, okay? If it's not 5 for 5, then maybe it's 1 for 5. It's a pretty strong base. So I'm going to show you an attack here from I Am Ghost. And here is a ring base, pretty standard base. Now, this base is not as good as the one I just showed you. Ring bases are very easy to take down. The other one might not be the greatest base in the world, anti-3 ever, but it's way easier than this one, okay? Lots of strategy. He's going to use the hog strategy here for the kill squad action for this ring base. There's so many things you can do, but want to show the offensive power from Ghost and just give you some, if you know what you're doing here, even if you don't know what you're doing, the ring bases, if you have this base in your repertoire, and hopefully you're still listening, do not run these sort of bases. They don't go well. Certainly this, maybe a better ring base that's more kind of planned out, but even then I would steer away because they're just too easy to take down. There's too many strategies, okay? So if you're new and you think the ring base is best because you're protecting your town hall, now it might defend against a bad attacker, right? And you're going to have to gauge that. Maybe you're facing a clan and you just know. Maybe you faced them before and you know they're all terrible. And they can't take down ring bases. Okay, then maybe run a ring base. However, a lot of people can, since there are a lot of spam attacks these days, they can take down the ring bases pretty simply. So just be aware of that. Now, he did swag the jump spell there. He did not need a jump spell in this attack. If he had brought a heal spell for his final hogs, he would have 3-starred this even with a more crush, okay? So, the kill squad here didn't need the jump. And how do you know you don't need the jump? Well, because to get into it, right? The Ram definitely could have made it to the middle compartment because you had a warden ability to pop. you didn't need the jump for the back end because all your troops would have died out. Just knowing how ring bases are, there's a lot of traps, a lot of DPS in the middle of these bases, so his kill squad just would not have been able to get through the jump, and not worth it. Maybe you had one troop or two, but all the powerhouse of the attack had already died out, if that makes sense. Another thing that I like here, of course, he has the cleanup down. He did put all of his wizards together. Just a little advice, try not to do that. You want to spread out your wizards because they work better if they're spread out. They get down buildings faster. If they're all clumped together, it doesn't go as well as spreading them out, and it could give you a time fail. I've seen it happen, so just keep that in mind. But he had a lot of hogs up because it's a ring base, so it didn't matter in this one, right? Ghost coming in hot, and that's it. Should I show another attack? How much time? We got 550 on the attack. I could show you one. If you've watched the channel here, you're going to see this hit again already. I made a whole video on this strategy, but I'm going to show it anyway because I know you might be coming because it's the base video. But anyways, I planned this attack in about 15 seconds. So I saw what I needed to do. I looked at the base. I was like, oh, E-Drag at 3, obviously. And then you could tell I planned it quickly because I didn't bring any wizards for 6 o'clock. I didn't bring a single wizard for 6 o'clock. And because of that, the king walked around. So, yeah, that's what happens. I was at a wedding, as I said before. Anyways, so coming in, these sort of bases here with the singles, the best way to take them down is these witches. You just smash through. The singles cannot do anything, you know. There's too many skeletons around, too many witches around. It doesn't matter. And unfortunately, I did pop the ward in early trying to save the ram, but the single still took down the ram, so I had to put the jump there. But it didn't matter in the end because everything got onto the town hall as I wanted. The bats come in to help get down that single target Inferno. We still have the E-Drag over here at 3, going to take down those defenses. And this is a massacre, and this is what you should do to punish these people who rock the singles in these sort of bases, okay? Don't be afraid to come in opposite side of the town hall because, notice, look how many witches I have up. I might have lost only about 2 or 3. I got 2 over here on the outside. I've got 1, 2, 3, I can't even tell, 6, 7 in the middle, so maybe lost 2 or 3 witches at most. I have bats up. A lot of them. I've got an E-Drag still up from the very beginning of the raid. And that's when the king went around the outside. Imagine the king go in the base. Yeah. Massacre. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it if you would. I'm going to be bringing you more Town Hall 12 bases and 11 and 10. So you're going to need to subscribe. If you have clanmates, have them come. I'm going to be rocking these with the links as much as possible. Sometimes I can't always get the links because clanmates, etc. But there you go. Thanks again for watching the Clash with Halo channel. And we will see you around. Follow me on Twitter, Discord it up as well. Halo out.